guys, today we're asking to creepy deep web story animated by IMR Scary Tales. This is, how long is this? I think it's pretty short. 5 minutes 43 seconds, not too bad. Without further ado, let's just make this a little bit, I guess that's okay. Alright, let's go.
Subscribe to IMR Scary Tales and watch spine-chilling horror stories almost every day. And don't forget to click on the bell icon.
My name is Kyle. I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
And this story happened to me only recently. One night I spent around 45 minutes to an hour tossing and turning in bed trying to get sleep.
That's me half the time.
I eventually gave up and got up to go to the living room. I laid down on the couch and started flicking through television channels. Eventually I stumbled across a documentary about the dark web. After 10 minutes of watching it, I went from laid down on the couch feeling groggy and tired to sat up and hooked on the documentary. From that point for the next week or so, I spent a lot of time looking up things on the dark web,
Of course you did.
watching videos on YouTube about it, reading articles online, and if I can watch TV shows about it. Eventually I wanted to visit the dark web myself. I have a friend who is a computer wizard, and I know he has visited the dark web at least a few times. So one night I asked him to come around and help me get it set up. He installed the Tor browser in my computer, and told me how to access the dark web and what sites to avoid. Every day for almost a week I went on the dark web and explored all the dark and gritty parts of the internet. The one thing I never did on the dark web, however, was interact with anything. What I mean by this is, I never bought anything. I never messaged anyone or anything like that.
Good.
I only observed. One thing my friend told me was, always turn your webcam away or cover it with something, which I always did. I live across the country for my work, so I often use a webcam to Skype with family and friends. One night I finished Skyping with my parents, then went on the dark web.
And you forgot?
I was visiting a website that sold weapons such as knives,
Yep, you forgot
guns,
to cover it.
explosives, and other things, along with hard drugs. I was scrolling down the site just seeing what was being sold when I heard something. I couldn't make out what it was at first. It sounded like a voice saying something. I stopped what I was doing to listen more closely, and then I heard in a distorted, deep voice say, "I can see you."
You idiot, you
I
didn't
instantly looked at my webcam and realized I forgot to turn it off and turn it away. I turned off my webcam and went to close down the site I was looking at,
Not
but my
sure.
mouse froze. I couldn't move it.
You
I
fucked
started
up.
pressing buttons
No,
on my
you're done.
keyboard,
You're done.
but my computer wasn't responding to any of it.
You're done.
The voice then said, "Let's see what you're looking at." Then the site started scrolling down and clicking on items on the site. Whoever this guy was now controlling my computer remotely. I still didn't say anything.
Can't
Was
you
too
unplug the
afraid thinking the
computer?
guy would hear me.
Unplug it.
The man then said, "You know what? I will buy these items for you, my friend." He then started clicking and purchasing things like guns and drugs of all sorts.
Unplug your computer.
At that point I shouted, "Please stop. I don't want anything." The man replied, "Are you sure?" while letting out a sinister laugh.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
then replied saying, "No, I want nothing at all. Please
And
leave
why's
me
your curtain
alone."
half open?
My computer then went black. It didn't seem switched off. Just the screen went dark. A message popped up saying, "Your items will be delivered soon. Thank you for your purchase." Then my computer turned off. I started to panic. Eventually I calmed myself down,
You should have
thinking
unplugged
it was
it.
probably just someone messing with me.
You should have unplugged it.
Still, I was worried and was very nervous going back online. After about 2 days, I eventually went on my computer, and everything as far as I knew it was fine. I even got my friend to check it out to make sure it was okay. He said it was probably just a hacker playing a joke of some kind.
Probably.
The next day I get home from work and I found my front door to my apartment was slightly ajar.
Yep.
I nervously opened it thinking I had been broken into. The only thing I noticed, however, was a parcel sitting on my computer desk. I instantly knew what it was. What could have been in that box was racing through my mind. A gun, a bomb, a human head. I sat there for ages thinking about what I should do. I thought about calling the police, but at that same time, I didn't want to. The sites I was accessing weren't exactly legal, and whatever could be in that box certainly wasn't legal either.
Open it.
I eventually took up the courage to look what was in that parcel. Surprisingly, the box was empty, except a note sitting at the bottom. All it read was, "You said you wanted nothing."
True.
My heart sank in my stomach, yet somehow I felt relief. This was over a month ago. I haven't been on the dark web since, and I haven't received any new packages.
Well, they know where you live, so that's great. Good job on you. Like, good job. Good on you, fam. Like, my dude, who's at the door? Well, that's what happens when you go on the deep web, dark web. That's what happens. So, can't really feel sorry or worry for you. Like, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.